Hey, what's happening, guys? And welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance video. So today what I wanted to do is talk to you about 8 fragrances that I really like that I'm parting ways with, and I'm gonna list on my Mercari page. This is just gonna be a random assortment of great, rare, vintage, some vintage, some not, we'll take a look at them. Fragrances that I really like, however, I'm just not wearing them, and it's time to say goodbye and list them and make room for things that I do wear, more of what I love, or something new that I would like to review that I haven't already reviewed. Most of these have had or have their own video or have been in a video. So before we jump into the list, of course, if it's your first time here to my channel and you enjoy the content that I create, make sure to subscribe to support the channel. Again, we are on our way to 10,000 subscribers, a massive milestone for me, and I can't thank you all enough for always supporting the channel, watching, liking, commenting, etc. If you have an Instagram page, check out the Scents of South Jersey Instagram page for news and updates on the channel, photos of fragrances from my collection, and scent of the day posts, and also updates, things like when the next video is going to drop. If you are looking to purchase fragrances directly from my collection, as I mentioned just moments ago, I have the Mercari page. The link for that is in the description. These are, if they're not already on there, they're going to make their way on there soon, and you can purchase things, again, stuff I'm not wearing, all legitimate, all authentic, directly from my collection. Also, if you like the type of shirts, the button-down shirts that I wear, the ones I wear often, the brand that has given me an affiliate link, it's awesome, 40% off, Masudo. Masudo shirts are great. They're Italian style. I love the way they have the different patterns underneath the cuff. Really solid stitching, really well made. They also have ones that are not solid colors that have the pattern on the front too. So either way, whatever your style is, check it out. The link for that is in the description as well. So let's take a look at these fragrances that I'm kicking to the curb. Okay, fragrance number 1 on this list. I actually did a first impressions video of it. I never really reviewed it further than that because you don't need to. The type of fragrance it is a fresh type of airy green, type of a neroli fragrance. Jacques Faith's Green Water smells good. I like it. Definitely my style. It's classic. It's very, very, very good for summer, springtime. I'm just not reaching for it. I have others that I like more than this one. So this one is actually listed on there. It is rare. It's not discontinued, but the newer version is not like, this isn't the oldest, but it's not the newest. So the good thing about that is that you always know it's gonna be in good condition. But if you like a fresh, clean, soapy type of neroli type of fragrance, like a higher end 4711 with better performance. Not a super performer by any means, but it is definitely better than 4711. Hell, Rainwater is better than 4711 when it comes to performance. But this stuff is good. I like it, just not wearing it, and I'm gonna part ways with it. Okay, the second fragrance on this list from Italy. This is an Italian fragrance, relatively common in Europe from what I understand. However, here, very hard to find. I did a first impression on this one, and it is Gianmarco Venturi Uomo. So full box presentation, you guys can see it. This is a very green, soapy scent, like an Italian Sung Homme. It smells good. I go back and forth. I already listed this one on Mercari. If like, do I want to take it down? Do I want it? But I'm just not wearing it. And that's what this comes down to. Am I utilizing this as a product for what it's made for, to be worn as a fragrance, or am I just having it? Am I just keeping it? And that's the big question from it comes to, am I a collector or a reviewer, a mixture of both? But I have really been pushing the Mercari thing because these are things I'm not wearing. Other people can enjoy them. And this one you can't get in the United States. It smells really good. Again, if you like Sung Homme, but you want more greener, more of an Italian style, this is an excellent option, and it's listed and it's up for grabs. Okay, fragrance number 3. This is some people's favorite fragrance, especially if you like vetiver, right? Vetiver, I think, it's a good note. This is Terre d'Hermès, the original one. Let's just spray a little here on a card. This is something I got from a gift set. The gift set included some Bodyline products, and man, that smells good. It's a great fragrance. It's like a modern classic. I believe it came out in 2006. I know my dad had a bottle of this. It's earthy, a little bit of a dirty vetiver in there, very masculine. The 100 ml bottle. Smells really good. But again, I've had it now for a while. Don't wear it. So I think I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to list it for sale. This one will be obviously a little less than what it is for retail or even on the gray market sites because there's no box. It was in a gift set. I prefer the Autre Fresh version. That one I think is a lot more bold, and it's different. That one is discontinued, harder to find. I have that. I enjoy that. But that one I do reach for. As I've had this one, I haven't used anything of the original except for the aftershave spray or the alcohol-less or the body oil one that they have as well too. I'd use that for the beach. But this one, the original Eau de Toilette, I'm gonna part ways with it. As good as it smells, it's a quality fragrance. You know, it's from Hermes. It's not bad. None of these are bad. They're just something I'm not wearing. All right, coming up next is fragrance number 4 from the 90s. This is Versace Green Jeans. You know, this is, and I got the cap here too. You guys can take a look at that. This is the best of the jeans. You know, there's blue jeans, which is out. That one was for men. There's black, there's a baby blue jeans. I think red jeans is for women. I never really tried any of those except for blue jeans and this. And God, it's in perfect condition. It smells so good. I just don't ever reach for it. And that's the problem. This is the whole point. It's like when you have a certain amount of fragrances, some of them just get left by the wayside, whether they're rare and they're discontinued, whether they're, you know, they're really good. You just have the ones that you reach for. And again, I'm trying to shrink the collection and I want other people to enjoy it. This one, it's nostalgic for me. I had an older cousin who I haven't seen in a long time, but he wore this and I always remember it smelling really good. It's the only bottle that I have. You know, some of these are not 100% full, but still there's a lot in here. It is rare and you do get the full box too. So Versace Green Jeans, not 90s fragrance. It's green, but it's very bright, a little youthful, but it's a great smelling scent, great for the summertime. Definitely look into that one. Okay, fragrance number 5. This is great stuff. Sort of in the Dracar Noir family, leathery type of scent, a little bit of that Fougere barbershop. This is Francesco Smalto Pour Homme Eau de Toilette. This stuff, it smells great. This is a 50 ml bottle. And this was when the presentation was still nice, like it's got the cover. They released another one where there was no neck crimp. It was just and the sprayer, I believe, is like a cheaper plastic. It wasn't the gold. This one smells really good. Here's the box. I really like the box, kind of that like blue, purple granite look. You can see here, you know, for the information underneath that. This one I got, I believe, from Le Parfumé. About maybe a year ago too. I had never really gave it a full review. It's very similar to things that I like it's not better than Gucci Nobile, it's not better than Dracar Noir, but it's in that realm. Let's get some of this. I'll spray one of these here. And I have this one I have not listed on Mercari, but I finally thought, you know what, if I'm gonna talk about it, it's gonna be in this video because I don't wear it much. My girlfriend really didn't like it. I think it smells great. I think it lasts longer on clothes. Not a huge performer, but it's definitely a classic, but it's a leathery type of, you know, lavender, but you get leather and it's dark. It's a dark smelling scent, but it smells good. It's definitely a classic, but it's one that I've had now for so long and I've hardly worn it. I even have the aftershave too, so I'm probably gonna make that a set. I tend to do that. I make things a set that you can buy so you can layer them, you can enjoy it in that regard and push the performance as much as you can. This one though, as much as I enjoy it, I just don't wear it. Okay, so the final 3 fragrances are gonna be the most rare here. So let's start with this one. This one, I brought down only the spray, the Eau de Toilette spray, whereas on Mercari, it's a whole set when it comes to this. It's got a full bottle of aftershave. There's aftershave balm, and then the Eau de Toilette, and that is Polo Crest. Polo Crest it's so good. It's like the collegiate regular Polo as you remove the tobacco. It's a little bit smoother, slightly lighter, a really good fragrance, long lasting, strong. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of it for a while. I wore a lot of it for a short period of time, made its own individual review. You can go check that out. It's one that I never thought I would list. But then one day as I'm going through randomly, I'll be like, okay, let me pick 2 or 3 things and list them for someone else to purchase, to enjoy. So I make sure, and I picked it up and I'm like, I haven't worn this in over a year. And as much as I like it, it's not as good as the original, but it's still really good and really rare. But I've enjoyed it, I've had it, I've tried it. That itch to know what it's like has been satisfied. And I'm not super crazy about having things, again, that I don't wear. I used to think that, but there comes to a point where, you know, what's the point of having it? Again, someone else could enjoy it. Polo Crest, though, smells really good. A lot like the original. I think that's why it was discontinued, is because maybe it wasn't as popular because it's not that far separated from the original Polo. Again, they just removed a couple of the notes, tobacco being one of them, and it's a little bit lighter, and maybe you can wear it in certain seasons or times where you wouldn't want to reach for the original one, too. But this is vintage, it's Cosmere, and so is everything else that is listed for the set, and you can have that if you want it, and because, you know, this stuff is expensive when you're looking for it. Okay, up next, same house, Ralph Lauren. This one, or Ralph Lauren. I know some people make fun of me for saying Lauren. I don't know. It sounds more higher end, maybe higher end than it is saying it that way. But either way, this is the very rare, very discontinued, limited edition release Polo's Modern Reserve. And this was a tester bottle. You can see here, you can see the level of it. It is the 4 ounce. So, this one I haven't had that long, and it was great to smell it. Again, satisfy that urge to know what the heck it smells like. I'll set one spray out here for you guys so I can talk about it a little bit here. You take the original one and you remove some of the notes. The leather is replaced with suede. I think there's maybe some base, some other green or herbal note has been swapped out, and it does smell a little bit lighter, but a more, I said, a modern version of the original. But it's not better than the Cosmar original vintage Polo. That one I have, and I've used a lot of that. And that one I only have one of, so I wouldn't sell it. This I only have one of, but I thought I'd be wearing it all the time. And here we are in November, and I'm not rocking. I'm wearing a Ventus. That's what I've been wearing a ton of lately. I kill the bottle, because that is something that smells fantastic. This doesn't smell bad. It smells great. All of these smell great, but I don't need it. I don't need it. It's been satisfied. It's rare. There's only one of it. I may never get another bottle of it again. I may kick myself in a year. Why did I do that? But right now, I'd rather somebody else enjoy it. Again, make room for stuff that I actually wear. But Modern Reserve is good. This one, again, I got it in a trade deal with somebody. So, to having somebody else enjoy it. There's a few listed on Mercari. They are, I think, full presentation. They're going to be significantly more than what I have it listed for, too. Again, not a cheap fragrance by any means. And if nobody buys it, then I still have it. If they do, I'm willing to part ways with it. But it's good. Same thing with Crest. It's good. They're both great fragrances. They smell good. They're masculine. They're just not as good as the original. Okay, so the final fragrance on this list, definitely the most rare, because they're out there, but to me it seems like it's the most rare. It was like the most blip in fragrance history of the 80s, and it was one of the times when every fragrance was coming out with a sport flanker, like the old school Ode to Sport. Like Koros had one, which I had, liked, sold. Same reason, didn't like it as much as the original. This is Santos de Cartier Ode to Sport. In fact, this is a case where I like this one more than the original, because I've sold all my Santos de Cartiers, but Santos de Cartier Ode to Sport, look, it's like 95%, maybe I'll say 90, whatever, 90% full, 100 ml. It's the old school. You can see it here at the top. At the bottom, there's a little batch code. The plastic bottle, because these were meant to be taken around in gym bags. And, it smells great. It's spicy, but a fresh, spicy scent. And it's very, very, very rare, hard to find, and obviously very discontinued here. So we'll just keep that up. And as long as I've had it, now I think I got this in 2020. Maybe I've worn it a handful of times. I've talked about it in a video. And again, a lot of these, I've been let me at least review it. Let me at least make a video featuring that scent before I get rid of it. And I've done that with this one on more than one occasion. The Forgotten Fragrances, the Sport Edition, I did a few years back. Something recently that it's just hard to find discontinued fragrances in it, and it smells great. It's so cool to have had it, but I've had it and it's time to let go of it for someone else to enjoy it again. I'd rather have a collection of things that I love, that I always wear, and get things into review and then part ways with them. But this one I've had for a long time. And again, I'm not utilizing the purpose and the point of having it, which is to wear it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. That's my video of 8 fragrances that I really like, that I am saying goodbye to, despite how rare they are, how good they are, the level of discontinued vintage holy grail they've achieved. I've enjoyed them, but again, it's time to say goodbye, to send them off to the gulag. That is my Mercari page too. So again, the Mercari page link is going to be listed in the description. They're directly from my collection, and they're there for you guys to take a look at, consider, and purchase if you choose to do so, along with anything else that's listed there. So let me know in the comment section, am I insane for getting rid of these? I've already made up my mind. Most of these are listed. The ones that are not, I'm going to list. I would love to hear from you on what you think. Again, my whole theory about, I don't have a huge collection. There are people out here that have mega collections, things that dwarf mine. I have a decent amount, way more than the average person, obviously, but again, I'm trying to shrink it down and just have the stuff that I really like. So let me know. I would love to hear from you what you think of the video, what you think of my new formulating opinion about about having just what I love and then bringing new stuff into review. And if I'm not wearing it, just sending it out on its way. Again, having that kind of cycle, but keeping just my favorite things too. So I love to hear from you guys in the comment section. You know, I always appreciate all the interaction. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. Check out the Instagram page, the Mercari page, link is in the description, and the Masudo shirts. Guys, just buy one. You look so good. Look at that cuff. It's awesome. This is like a summer shirt that I'm wearing in November. That doesn't matter. I have the other ones that you've seen. Check out the site again, 40% off. The discount is already enacted as soon as you click on that link. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me today, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.